Thank you. Next speaker on behalf of the ECR Group is Mr. Tannock.
Not Mr. Masip, is my friend Boris Zala, but you got the wrong identity, Mr. Chairman. The recent hostilities between Hamas and Israel over the last week are an avoidable human tragedy. They came about from the escalation of Gaza-launched rocket attacks, including longer-range Iranian ones now, on Israel, with indiscriminate targeting of civilian areas, resulting in 5 civilian deaths in Israel and damage to infrastructure. Every state has the right to self-defence under Article 51 of the UN Charter, so Israel is fully entitled to seek out all legitimate military targets, including rocket launch sites and ammunition dumps, which it has done on a surgical basis. Hamas disgracefully sited its launchers in densely populated civilian areas, which make it guilty of another war crime by putting its civilian population at risk of Israeli bombardment. The ECR Group of course supports a two-state solution based on a viable Palestinian state which includes both Gaza and the West Bank living in peace and security with Israel. However, there can be no prospects of such when Gaza is run by an EU-banned terrorist organisation wishing to destroy the state of Israel. Of course, we also wish to see negotiations for a Palestinian state to restart, and we support the moderate leadership of President Abbas. However, I am not convinced by the calls within the resolution for UN observer state status for the Palestinians, as this would undermine the restarting of the peace negotiations. Neither am I convinced by the desire to lift the blockade, as I doubt very much, Mr. Zala, that political guarantees or international mechanisms can ensure that there will be no maritime smuggling of arms to Gaza, particularly from Iran by ship. Lastly, my sympathies go out to the victims of today's bomb attack in Tel Aviv, in which 10 people were injured, making the calls led by Egypt for an immediate ceasefire extremely difficult, but I do hope the announcement made by the Foreign Minister of Cyprus will hold and there will be an immediate ceasefire. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tannock. Are you ready to answer for a blue card?
Always ready to answer a blue card, Mr. President.
Always. Mr. Murphy, you have the right.
Well, Mr. Murphy, my friend Mr. Murphy. It's always Mr. Murphy who's mischief-making on the other side of the House.
Thank you, President. Mr. Tannock,